Hello. This is going to be a tour of my sporty new tractor. Yeah, this is a Craftsman SLT 89 according to the decals. And you won't find another one of these anywhere, and it's so sporty. So, let's bring it out of the shop and have a tour. It's a bit dusty. Can you recognize how many cylinders that is? Well, that sounded like... What did it sound like? Can you tell? Ooh, goody. Here is the motor. It is a Vanguard, and I don't think there are any of these in Craftsman's, really. It's a very great engine from what I've seen so far. Everybody says it is, and maybe it's true. From my experience, I've been very pleased with it. Well, it's made by Daihatsu. And so the tractor, as you can see, it's so sporty. And it goes like 3 or 4 miles an hour. That is in first gear. It's pulley swapped and it's so fast. Actually, it is not. People have made tractors go a lot faster than this. I've got the original pulley on the front, but the back one's a 3-inch pulley, so it makes it pretty fast. And I put metal idlers on there, so you see everything's repainted, kind of glossy-like. Because new fuel lines and everything. I've actually had it stripped down almost to the last bolt. And I've put it back together, repainted everything. And it's got a lot of unique features to it. These back tires and wheels and front wheels I put new tires on are from a John Deere John Deere L120, genuine Craftsman push bar, bull bar, whatever. This one is, I think it's an early version, earlier with pipe for these brackets. The later ones just have sheet metal and they bend, but this one's really tough. I can barely lift the tractor with one hand. It's a heavy tractor. Not surprisingly, with that big V-twin under the hood. It's actually not that big. This engine's only 30 cubic inches, which is great because it's so easy on gas. I put a lot of new parts on it. What is that? Fuel pump, fuel filter, new fuel lines. That is a new used voltage regulator. The other one didn't work. That one's not actually new. The original carburetor's been cleaned out. New fuel filter, new oil filter. And new oil pressure switch, and any strap holding down this battery, but that's okay. I don't think it really shakes around. And here is, got an accelerator pedal. It's kind of sticky, but it works okay. Let's see, you can see it move down there maybe. See how I rigged it up. Still got the governor, which is great. Oh, and I put new spark plugs in, of course. But anyway, still having a governor is good, I think. I don't like no governor. And the governor's nice, in my opinion. But I'm not going to take it off. I might get 3,000 hours out of this Vanguard, from what I've been told. And if I don't take off the governor anyway. And this button here is the horn. Very great horn, isn't it? And turn signals is left. I put on turn signals, they're very sporty. Left turn. And obviously right turn. I don't need turn signals, but I had some of the stuff I needed, so it kind of made sense. Hazard switch, and how they both flash. It's kind of weird. You have to have the turn signal switch flipped one way or the other. and have this hazard switch on. There's the parking brake lever. I found I was able to scratch some cheap fuel line tubing over it. Made a good rubber handle. And then we got a nice fancy Bosch ammeter. Turn on the key and the oil pressure warning light comes on. And also, that when the key's on, I can activate the headlights. So this lights up, you can see. Not really hard, not that easy to tell. Tail lights on when the key's on. And also, when I push this, you can see it gets brighter. Kind of hard to tell from the camera unless the lights are off. There's also bright headlights. And I got another sporty switch here. Sporty blue driving lights. They're not too shabby, you see. Yeah, not too bad. They aren't real bright, but it's only $20 for the pair, so I'm satisfied. Oh, and there's also, I almost forgot, I haven't gotten a little custom license plate yet, but I'm gonna. So there's a license plate light down here, as you can see. It'll say Little Amos, that is. And the seat is a boat seat. Very squishy and comfy, although it's a bit higher than I would have liked. Folds, and also, of course, it pivots up. Got me fuel tank there. I put 4 holes for the boat seat further back, so I can adjust the seat back someday when I've grown some. And as you can see, I've repainted this plastic stuff. Plastic fades too, you know. And it's 16 horsepower, see? 16 horsepower's enough. And also, these wheels fit with no customization. It just barely clears the shifter there. And they clear okay. Yeah, the front wheels fit fine too. A lot of dusty coming down from there, from this axle pivoting. But anyway, yeah. Oh, and there's my homemade exhaust deflector there, kind of weird angle for it. And I kept the original muffler. Well, actually not. I wasn't given any muffler along with the Vanguard. Oh, I already put the hood straps back, so I can't open the hood. But I didn't get any muffler with the Vanguard. This one is a Nelson muffler. It actually came off of this Murray back here. And anyway, this muffler sounds pretty good with a V-twin. I like the sound of them muffled. When both pipes go down into one muffler, they get a pretty cool sound. I really like it anyway. And anyway, we've had just about enough talk. We need to drive it, but I will say a couple more things. So the chassis is from a Craftsman LT1000. I mean the actual frame, that part of the chassis. That was the same LT1000 that this hood is off. Go away, Ant. And I believe it might also be the same tractor that's off. The steering wheel and this part of the dashboard. And then so the transmission, which is a Pulley 6-speed MST. I've been told they're good. Seems good so far. It's quiet. I declare it literally seems pulley swapped and being spun like 1,000 RPM at idle while I'm hooking up a trailer. It's very quiet. While there's spice, so that this tractor is kind of pulley swamped, so to speak. But there's still a big pulley in the back, just a slightly bigger on the front. So it's probably just getting spun like 400 RPM at idle. And I'm back here hooking up a trailer, and I can hear it rattling. Spicer, it's just not as good as a POS. And so stood up to going like 20 miles an hour, no problem. So the only place I got in this yard I can drive it that fast, partly because this yard is so rough and bumpy, is the driveway, and I can't drive very far at that speed there, which is kind of annoying. Oh well. But anyway, oh, and those caps there are from some old hodels. They fit perfect. Anyway, so let me finish up about what these parts are from. Like I said, the wheels from a John Deere, and this body pan, transmission, and I guess, yeah, the seat mounting plate, and some of the dashboard assemblies and the front axle, all from a Craftsman DLT 3000. So as you can see, there's been a fair amount of parts swapping. I have, of these Craftsmans, I've had like 5 of them now, so I guess that's why there's probably been a fair amount of parts swapping here. But then again, it's kind of funny, I've had that, like 5 of them, but I hardly ever, this is my first one that I'm driving regularly. I haven't really done a lot of driving them before. I used to really be a Murray fan. I've got 3 Murrays in here. That one's broken down. And an Opposed twin fan. These Opposed twins are so unreliable, it's crazy. But anyway, this Vanguard's been a nice V-twin so far, and it's very smooth. Now, we've spent a long time talking. Let's do a bit of driving. Oh, I just remembered something. SLT stands for Sport Lawn Tractor. Pretty sporty, ain't it? As you can see, having a manual transmission makes it with no CVT or anything added, makes it kind of hard to handle, and also it's hard to handle at such high speeds in this little area. But cool thing is, it isn't geared real high, so I can still ride it around. Vanguard sounds so cool. This engine has great throttle response. Really does. fourth gear, it's pretty fast. Yeah, downshifting is kind of tricky, especially while holding a camera. Creep right along here. Restart's good. So yep, as you can see, this is a cool tractor. It's not that fast, but it's fun. Yep, that's right, it is. And plus, like I say, kind of handy because it'll still pull a trailer and do lots of stuff like that too. But I'm kind of, well, I can't make a real long video tonight, so, but I guess I've covered just about everything anyway. Yep, that was an interesting project. Goodbye.